A little while back, we had an idea to divide up our studio space so that we could have the filming section plus the more like chill couch and projector area. And also to address some echo issues, we decided to get curtains. Now, there were pretty much none available to the exact size that we needed, so we did a bunch of research and we ended up finding some curtains ourselves off eBay. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what I did to hang custom ordered curtains for a studio space. If you're new here, we have over 200 videography related videos, so lots of content for you to learn from. And if you want to know any of the gear or the music we use to make our videos, all links are in the description. Let's jump in. So the custom curtains I got were purchased on eBay a few years ago. They happened to be pretty local to me, so the shipping costs were fairly low and the delivery time was pretty quick. I basically typed in studio curtains and then a bunch of options popped up, and then I picked the best seller that had the most options for sizing. Then when they arrived, I clued in that they had the circle rings at the top for how you hang them. And I've seen online a lot of people just hang these curtains or similar curtains by like a wire from the ceiling. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted it to, one, look better, but two, also be able to be opened and closed fairly easily just by pulling. Thought about it for a bit and did some research, and I ended up finding, I think it was on Amazon, a pack of these metal rods that could be fastened into the joists of the ceiling through the drywall. So that's what I did. And then the ends of the rod had a circle part that could fit a pipe through. So then I went to Home Depot and looked at all the different options they have for pipes. I ended up going with, I believe it was fence piping, which you'd use to make like a fence out front of your house. I grabbed 2 or 3 of the 8 or 10 foot sections, and then I just taped it together with HVAC tape, like the metal looking tape, so that it was very similar looking to the metal silver look of the rest of the tube. So I then installed it by fitting the pipe through each one of the rings in a cascading pattern, and then I placed that into the mounted rods off the ceiling. Now I would say for sizing, studio curtains tend to look the best when they are sort of curled up a little bit, even when fully open. So I would suggest buying a wider size than the width of the space you're looking to add a curtain to. I would say at least like 6 feet longer. And then for the height, of course, you want to measure the total height of your ceilings and then subtract the way you will be installing it. Also factor in how high you want them off the floor. So if I were to do this all again, I think I installed them too high. So I wish I had bought ones that were a little taller so that they come off the ground only about 2 or 3 inches, whereas mine are more like 5 or 6 inches. But overall, they added so much to our studio, and it helps divide the spaces from like where the projector and the couch and sort of chill area was from where the studio is. And also because it's a huge piece of thick fabric, it also acts as a way to acoustically treat the room so you have less echo, which is also great for studios. That was probably 50% of the reason we installed them. Beyond that, we found ourselves filming against them quite a bit for B-roll when we're filming products, or just in the background to add some texture so it's not just a blank wall. And you can also open them up a bit to reveal the space behind it to make another interesting backdrop where you have the left and right sides showing as the curtain, and then the middle section behind the person speaking is the actual background. So from a photo or video creating perspective, studio curtains are a really, really great thing to do, especially if you're recording audio, because they look nice and high end, and it's a one-time purchase that's not overly expensive. They are, a few $100s, but I see it as a great investment that can help create a much more professional look. Yeah, I'm happy with ours. It turned out great, and it wasn't all that expensive. All right, that's it for this video. We have 200 other tutorials and review videos on this channel, so lots of content for you to learn from. And if you want to know any of the music or the gear we use to make our videos, all links are in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.